a truck or car company, you are wrong. Mahindra is a multi-global corporation with several interesting technologies that now we are going to discuss. We have Dr. Satich Pai from India that is going to tell us just in a few minutes what are those artificial intelligence technologies that Mahindra is using and also doing consulting worldwide. Dr. Satich, thank you for being in Chile and also here in the Congress.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a very exciting few days. I'm very excited to be in Latin America as a whole and particularly in Chile. This has been a great 36 hours I have spent here. This is my first visit here and I'm excited to represent the Mahindra Group. And like you rightly pointed out, Mahindra Group has, besides trucks, it has a lot of businesses worldwide across 130 plus businesses. And I am a part of Tech Mahindra and we offer digital transformation solutions to our customers, leveraging some of the platforms we have created using open source technologies and some of the partnerships we have built, particularly on AI, along with AT&T and the Linux Foundation.
How AI has been important for Mahindra itself in order to grow as a company and then provide that service to other companies?
Let me take a step back and talk about digital transformation, which is one of the key enablers for us to provide to our customers. By digital transformation, we mean microservices, which is at the very heart of how software should be written, which can help humanize experiences for our customers and our customers' customers. Just to give a perspective, the models which we have created, the platforms we have created, can help our customers move and deploy software in days and hours rather than weeks and months, which typically enterprises currently have.
That's a big challenge.
Yeah, that's the ability to time to market. It has always been a challenge for most enterprises. And when they are competing with the likes of Amazon and Netflix and Facebooks of the world, which are essentially getting into every business, it is a challenge for existing enterprises.
I like your presentation very much because India, as Latin America, are emerging markets. We are not developed yet. Therefore, the way that we use those technologies in order to grow and become developed countries are completely different than the US or Europe are doing already. So what kind of challenges have you identified here in Latin America that are in common with India that we can take advantage of learning from Mahindra?
So one thing is, I think, digital transformation. And AI is a big way to help the emerging economies to really leapfrog. But we have to make the right investments. More often than not, a lot of companies use the tried and trusted methods and use products which are safe. But a lot of new technologies are available there, and if people can experiment, fail fast, and learn, it can really help us leapfrog. So how do we leverage AI is something which is very important. AI is going to transform all of us in the next 5 years. And that is something which either we embrace or we choose to ignore. But like it or not, AI is there. It's something which all of us will be living and breathing over a period of time. So my opinion is, blockchain is another very key technology game changer. 5G is something which will revolutionize everything. If we adopt blockchain, if we adopt AI, if we adopt, all this together, it can transform our countries. The bridge between some of the developed economies and the developing economies, as we are called, can suddenly vanish if we embrace blockchain, if we embrace AI in a big way.
You mentioned several things and challenges for us to incorporate, like people, the people factor, or the regulation factor, the politicians, the legislation? Which other factor you identify as a key in order to accelerate this process to implement these technologies?
Blockchain, for example, I think can be a game changer. Right now, our currencies are dependent on the dollar, and our currencies are pegged to the dollar.
Yes.
And with the current trade war ensuing, it can cause a lot of damage to our economies, as we are seeing. Blockchain can be a game changer, but our governments, at least in India, our government is against blockchain. We have to embrace technology. We have to embrace AI. In a lot of cases, governments are opposing AI. Governments are opposing, blockchain, which personally I think is something we have to change and adopt. And we have to coach our governments that, look, it's a game changer. It is bound to happen. If we don't do it, someone else will. And there are, Qatar already has 5G. Dubai already has blockchain implemented. And they will be far ahead than anybody else because they are embracing newer technologies much faster than everybody else. We and our governments have to change our thought process and embrace these new technologies. My personal experience is once 5G is embraced by the world as we move forward, which should happen very, very soon in the next 1 year, it will transform every business, just as a smartphone revolutionized every business. And Uber did not exist 10 years back. A Facebook did not exist then. All of that is transforming because those companies adopted faster. If we can adopt AI, if we can adopt blockchain in a big way, our governments, our countries will succeed tremendously.
Very good question and challenge from Dr. Satich about who is going to lead this transformation. So I invite you to see the whole presentation of Dr. Pai from Tecnología at Mahindra. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Pleasure talking to you.
Awesome.